What's up guys, Terry of Gaming, we're back, another video. So Konami have released the cover for PES 2021. They're promoting it, they're hyping it up. It's Alphonso Davies, Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Marcus Rashford. So what I want to talk about is this cover marketing and why Konami just seem to not be able to get out of their own way. Okay, so I put the cover up on the screen, check it out. Obviously it's a pretty cool cover. They're promoting it, they're saying first time ever Messi and Ronaldo on the cover of a football game, which is true. It's exciting, seems good, except you know that one, it's the same game as last year. So that already just takes out the hype. But two, they have just failed and botched their marketing so much up to this point. Considering one, the cover already leaked last week. So there's no big announcement when it just comes out because Konami can't seem to keep control of any news. They're not giving enough news, so then random people have to find news. So then when they do promote the news they have, no one cares because it already came out. And two, and I want to talk about this in the context of PES 2021. Yeah. They're releasing the same game. And I've given you my thoughts on this. In some instances, I totally get it. You know, PES botched the transition from, what was it, PES 5, 6, kind of going into 2008 when we jumped to PS3. And then they messed up again going from like PES 2013 to 14, right? So big issues with transitioning, and that was PS3 to PS4. Yeah, so big issues with transitioning from console to console, next gen. And I totally get that. Listen, if you're messing up with something in life and you've done it repeatedly, learn from your lesson and adjust how you approach things, which they did, right? They said early. In fact, if you even read some of the developer interviews, this has been in the pipeline for years. Apparently, even back when they launched PES 2020, they already planned for it to be a season update the next year. So I totally get that and I agree with it. That makes sense. But in that case, you have to also put safeguards in. If you see that the gameplay has been getting lambasted the way it has on Twitter and everywhere else, right? If you're thinking about the scripting, the referees, the AI, all the things that have been issues with the game for people, and you're hearing how loud this kind of, how loud the conversation is against it, then you have to know, you need to put in a couple tweaks, even if the tweaks don't work perfectly. This is the thing about marketing, right? If the tweaks that they wanted to put in were not going to be perfect, like they were not going to be the best possible tweaks, they were just going to be a couple of things here and there, at least do it and tell people. That gives people an incentive to buy the game. They're offering coins, and I don't really play online like that, so I know for online people it's going to be a bit beneficial. But for me, they should have just tweaked two things. They should have just said, you know what, we made the referee stricter. Because honestly, given the issues with referees and the fouls they call or don't call, if all you did was make them stricter where more fouls were yellows and more fouls were red, that's enough to market as a feature and get people excited, right? Obviously, the scripting, I think, is a much deeper game issue. Even the player switching, things like that, it's a much deeper game issue, so I don't see how they would really... It'd be a lot harder to code that, but to me, listen, the demo gameplay people loved, dribbling people loved in the demo. They could have found some hybrid, promoted that, and got it out there. What's gonna happen now is they're gonna have a really bad year in 2021, which is good in a sense that I think it's gonna push them even harder with PES 2022, which is all we should be really thinking about now, because that game on a new engine, a totally new experience, is gonna be nothing like the previous PES's. I don't know if it's gonna be good or bad, I can't say that, but it definitely won't feel the same. So that is exciting to kind of move forward to that. But to me, what you have to do with your marketing in years like this is just give people enough to keep them for a year. Don't, you kind of admit when you're doing the season update that, yeah, I don't want to say you're phoning it in, but you're admitting that this year's not going to have much, but a little bit of extra work to do that could have made it so much better. Now, specifically on the Messi and Ronaldo thing, having Messi and Ronaldo in your game is insane. Having the license to Juventus and Bayern Munich, insane. Barcelona as well, of course, and Man United. You literally have four of the top, in terms of popularity, four of the top, 8 teams in the world, if not like 5 or 6, without Real Madrid in there. So to me, if you're thinking about this, you need to market the game around this. The trailer should have been Messi and Ronaldo. It should have been Messi and Ronaldo recreating the greatest moments of their career, right? Even if you don't have the Real Madrid license, you can show him in the Portugal kit, or you could show him in Juventus and just do some of the same goals, even if it's not the same stuff. Show a long-range free kick like he scored against United. In fact, you could put Ronaldo in a United kit because you have the license for that, and show him at United as well. There's so many little things they could have done to build up hype for this game, putting Messi and Ronaldo together and really pushing it out there. Alphonso Davies, you guys have the Bayern Munich Bayern Munich license. Davies is having a blinder right now. He's having an insane career. First year in Europe, wins the Champions League, goes from left winger to left back, doing very well. So to me, push that marketing, push it even harder, but they seem clueless about what to do. And the reason I'm annoyed with it is they're gonna get so much shit that they deserve this year for PES 2021. And they could have avoided it by just being a little bit smarter. But that's Konami for you, and you know what? Sometimes you gotta learn your lesson the tough way. So that's the PES 2021 cover. Outside of all that stuff, guys, the NBA 2K21 demo just dropped. I will be playing NBA 2K on this channel when the game launches soon. They have a really amazing kind of like like a Become a Legend if you don't know, but it's called My Career, My Player, and you will see it's just another level. I want to play it because obviously I like basketball. I've been following basketball my whole life as well. But for me with the channel, I also want to show the potential of what we should be seeing in football games. So I'll be doing that. Also, Master League returns tomorrow with the transfer window. I know it's been like a week and a half, but just a little reset before the final season. As soon as I start, I'll be doing daily uploads, heading all the way through to PES 2021. Alright guys, so that's it. Take care. Peace. Terry of Gaming. I'm out.